Hi, this is Dead. This is Dead Ass Radio. This is Dead from the editing bay. About what would it be? 16 years in the future from when this episode was recorded initially. I have my baby here. Baby, you want to say something? He doesn't want to say anything. I just have a few notes for this episode. Our first interviewee, Dead 2, in this interview, he kind of speaks about, he has some suicidal themes in what we talk about, and I just wanted to let everyone know that he did, in fact, overdose a few years after this interview. In a suicidal way. So reach out to your friends, like don't let it slide by. Don't support groups like Suicide Hotline and other charities that help reach out to people and provide resources for things like addiction and depression and stuff, because it really hurts to lose those people, But I am going to keep this interview in the episode. It's a silly interview. It's kind of like the only thing I have of him in my life. We were just coworkers, so yeah, it's kind of special to me. So, also, this is episode 3. There is no episode 2 originally. 19 years ago, when I recorded episode 2, it was titled "This is a Very Bad Episode," and one of the interviewees there turned out to be like a sex offender. So I'm just gonna erase that episode entirely. Yeah. And then the other interview was just me kind of vocally abusing my other poor coworker who didn't know what to do in the interview. So, yeah. But enjoy this episode. It's a fun one. Okay, guys, welcome to episode 3 of Dead Ass Radio. Still doing this, still haven't given up. I think we have a great show for you today. I have 2 amazing guests. We have Dead 2, who recently, he's a hentai enthusiast, and he's spent a week in Europe this summer. And we also have Dead 2, who is starred, written, and directed in a summer blockbuster movie coming out soon. So, I don't want to waste any of your time. Let's get to these interviews. Woo!
Eurocent.
Welcome to Dead Ass Radio. I'm your host, Dead. I'm here with Dead 2, east of Dead World. How you doing, Dead 2?
I'm very good today.
That's fantastic. You're looking handsome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're looking.
I feel pretty handsome.
What are your pronouns?
He, him.
Oh yeah. So you're cis.
Yes, I am.
That's fucking gay. What model car is this?
This is a Mercury Grand Marquis LS, 1992.
Do you know what planet Mercury is?
That's the planet Mercury.
Yeah. How far from the sun is it? Which planet from the sun is it?
I could not tell you that.
It's the first planet from the sun.
First? Okay.
It's Mercury and then Venus.
Gotcha.
They're very bright because they're on fire.
Oh, sounds pleasant.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nice place to be.
Mercury, of course, being the Roman version of the Greek god.
Pass.
Yeah, actually, I don't know that. I was going to say Aries, but that's Mars. Anyway, so watching any good movies lately?
I haven't been watching very many movies, just TV shows and the like.
Well, you're an anime guy.
Yes, I am.
You like that? You like hentai?
Sometimes, yes.
What was the last hentai you read about? I know we share an interest in Teitso Tsui Dansha, the detachable penis.
Yeah, that is
hentai.
A good one.
Hentai by Suwashino. Would you detach your penis?
If it was along the same concept as that hentai, yes, I would.
You want to give a small synopsis of the mechanics there for our listeners?
Basically, as this boy's penis detached, they find out that they can put it just on a regular surface, like a desk or a table or something, and once it attaches, the owner of said penis, you can feel all sensations, yep. And also, if another person, like in the book, if another female, they attach it to themselves, and they can feel like the same kind of thing. So it's like
they both feel it.
Yeah, they both.
It doesn't have to be in your genitals either. She puts it on her hand, and jacks it off with
You
the
could,
other hand.
yeah, you could attach it anywhere you feel like. So it'd be a very interesting. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to explain it, but I'm very curious how that would be.
Yeah, if you, obviously hard to imagine, but if you could have a penis anywhere on your body besides your groin, where would you want it?
It's a tough one. I think I'd go a little bit out of the norm. I'd put it like right in the middle of my chest.
I go forehead.
Stomach. Forehead? I was thinking, yeah. Forehead would be
right out of the forehead.
Just right out in the open.
Mm-hmm. Actually, there's a pretty famous hentai where his penis recedes and then grows out of random parts of his body, changes places every time he comes.
Wow.
Every time he achieves an orgasm.
That would be very difficult to try and find the next, like, say it showed up like on your back or something. You know, it'd be hard to get it off by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You need someone to help.
Give yourself a reach around.
Yeah.
To the wrong side. Reach around from the front to the back.
Yeah.
It's like reach around and touch your sex pit. That's what I call my butthole.
I don't have any.
You don't have a butthole?
I have a butthole, but I don't have any parts of my body that I refer to as a sex pit.
Oh.
Yeah.
You ever wanted to have sex with your armpits?
I don't know. Never thought about that.
Ever seen the armpit rubbing stuff?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, it's in a lot of like idols and stuff, you know, because they're obsessed with the idol. They want to they have her like squint her arms, and then they fuck her in the armpit.
Oh, well, to each their own. I guess.
Oh, so smooth.
Like, not for me.
Nice
I don't know.
hairless armpit.
Waxed or shaven?
I mean, if you got the money. Go to Gay and Nerdy Waxing in Seattle if you're in the Seattle area. Go Gay and Nerdy Waxing. My friend Eli runs it. Very good. Very good. Forget the term for a professional waxer, but he's very good.
Well, it's good to know if I'm not usually around Seattle, but I'll keep it in mind. If I
we're
wax.
We're in North Dakota here in Deadland. Deadland is North Dakota, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe take the show on the road.
A little out of the way.
It's like a 10-hour train ride.
I've never been on a train before. Oh, no, that's not true. I've been on a train. Not in America, though.
It's not my favorite way to travel in America. Yeah. How are the European trains?
Fast.
Real fast?
Yeah, the one I rode, it was a bullet train from France to Barcelona, so it was pretty quick.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a lot better than driving in a bus. We had to do that for one leg of the trip, and that was not fun.
See, I've never been on a bus outside of school, but not my favorite way. Not my favorite way to travel.
No, I will say this though, it was an interesting experience. Before this, I'd never used a toilet on a plane or a train before, so both did that, and I mean it was.
What, you just pee in a cup?
No.
Calf?
No, I said I peed. No, in a toilet on the train.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like
I can't imagine having an airplane ride and not peeing.
Oh, well.
I have to pee like every 2 hours.
The ones before.
I inherited my dad's squirrel bladder.
Usually, most of the trips I'd taken before on plane were relatively short, so I could hold it. And I don't know. I can be very anxious about getting up in front of people and walking to the bathroom, I guess. I'm very
anxious about peeing in front of people.
Yeah. But
I can't pee sexually.
The last time it was a 12-hour flight, so I really had to pee. The train was weird. It was a very bumpy poop.
Oh, I got the shits on the train last time I went. It was an 8-hour train ride. Tiny, both my knees were hitting the door.
Oh.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I wasn't aware of the seat situation and accidentally. I thought I just lifted the cover, but I lifted actually both the seat, and I ended up sitting down on a train toilet without the seat down, and I didn't realize it until after I.
You know, you have AIDS now.
Yeah, it hasn't come forth. It hasn't presented itself.
You're just HIV positive, not full-blown AIDS.
Right. Yeah. It's very. It's not active. I don't have it actively going on right now. I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, a lot of us don't have it actively going on right now, you know. It's just like we're just coasting.
Yeah. Just sitting there waiting for the day to pop out. Like, boom, got AIDS.
Boom, I got AIDS. That's how it happens.
Yep.
Unfortunately, just wanted to eat a monkey, and now it's an epidemic.
It's a delicacy in some parts of the world.
You're into exotic food.
I guess you could say that.
You're in Europe for food.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yes.
It's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten. I know you like a lot of sushi and raw fish crap.
The weirdest thing?
You know, we fought a war with Japan, so now we have the right to their food, I guess.
I guess so. Anyways, I think the weirdest thing, to some people it might be, I guess there was a restaurant we ate that they just had like a grilled octopus tentacle. It was amazing though. Had like a squid ink sauce that they put along with it. It really just looked
so you'll do squid ink sauce.
Well, it tasted good.
But you won't have salsa with your fucking quesadilla without me.
Because I have an allergy to tomatoes. That's a lie I've decided to tell people when they question me why I don't like tomatoes. I decided to lie and say I just have an allergy.
That is my favorite kind of joke, is just telling lies.
Yeah.
Just saying things that are factually untrue is the pinnacle of comedy.
It's easier than trying to explain myself. Oh, I don't like tomatoes. Oh yeah, if I eat them, I'll die. So I just don't touch them. Yeah.
Well, good thing I forced you to have salsa one time.
And I'm still alive.
Death is still just a dream. Still grasping for it.
My way of thinking is if you don't acknowledge it, it can't hurt you. We're all eternal until we're actually proven that we die.
Yep.
So I'm gonna fucking live forever. Just kidding. I'll probably die in my early years.
Yeah?
Yes.
I feel like a lot of millennials think that.
I'm sure that's a lot of millennials wish for it because I can't say because why. I can't.
Just the state of the world?
Yeah.
What's your least favorite thing about the world?
My least favorite thing?
Mm-hmm. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
I would make it so that there was no hate or bias, that everyone, basically saying that there was peace between everybody, that nobody would fight anymore, and that everybody was equal.
Wrong. It would be get rid of tomatoes.
Ah, shit.
Well, that's all the time we have for Deadass Radio today. This is Dead, and of course, Dead 2. Thank you, Dead 2.
My pleasure.
Yeah, you aroused?
Slightly.
Because I'm fucking ready to go. If you have some time after this.
Yeah, I could free some time up.
Sweet. Okay, fuck off, guys. All right. I mean, that was okay. A little bit of a rambler, but I swear our next guest is really, really good. Dead 2, new blockbuster movie, is going to tell us all about it. Let's go to interview 2. Welcome back to Deadass Radio. I'm your host, Dead, and I'm here with Dead 2, Fellowship of the Dead. How you doing, Dead 2?
You know, I'm feeling pretty lively right now, dude.
We're in a basement full of bed bugs. About half the lights work. There are strangers laughing behind the walls. It's a really good atmosphere. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm a very big fan of the crumbling ceilings, the smell of that looks like some kind of paint, and there's a lot of
I believe that's asbestos.
there's just a lot of shit. Oh, I could believe it, dude. You know?
So, Dead 2, you're coming out with a new movie this summer. Want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So, me and the boys actually we just renewed our passports. We're going to Australia, and everyone always talks about Lord of the Rings and shit. You know, that's pretty famous there. They have
Right, Mad Max.
Right. Wait, yeah. I'm sorry. So.
New Zealand,
that's what it was, yeah. So we're actually going to Australia for the completely wrong reason. But that's fine. The movie turned out great, I thought. So yeah, we spent 3 days on a little trail going through the canyons. We saw.
I more so meant, like, what is the movie called?
Oh shit. You know what?
You forgot what the movie is called?
We want to announce it.
You directed an entire movie.
Yeah.
You wrote, directed, and starred in an entire movie. You can't remember the name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see, it's a communal endeavor, right? So
the movie's called Communal Endeavor?
No, we will announce it when we've all decided on a name at the festival.
Oh, so it's like socialist democracy.
Yeah.
So a consensus will never be reached. There's no central government whatsoever. There's no efficiency, and nothing will ever happen until someone strong with a strong leadership comes and creates some order.
I mean, that sounds about right. I feel like maybe you should stop by and name the film for us because we've had a lot of arguments.
That's just like you liberals always saying it's somebody else's job.
Well, you know what? If they do it better, I can't really argue with that, man. You know, you seem to have your shit together, right?
I think we should call the movie An Empty Meritocracy.
I mean, I'll talk with the guys about it.
Tell me a little bit about the plot.
About the plot? All right, so get this. It's 1963. All right, the whole like flapper era is in full swing, right?
Sure.
And we follow our main antagonist. All right, so you were starting the film with an antagonist instead of a protagonist because, who does that shit? Everybody.
Everyone with an anti-hero main character, but go on.
So hey, listen here, asshole. We spent so much. We spent like 15 fucking grand going to Australia, and you're gonna sit here and fucking shit talk.
How much of your budget was that?
According to some, that was the budget. But listen here, we got phones nowadays. Anyone can make a movie, okay? The plot. Anyway, so it follows our anti-hero, Asbestos Daniels, and he's a real crack job of a dude, and he loves.
Don't worry, this is edited, so I'm gonna edit all your stuttering out of the interview.
Why?
You want it all natural?
Well, that's what we're doing, right?
That's what we're doing in real life. Real life isn't edited.
Hey, anyway, Asbestos Jones, crackpot detective, sucks ass, but God, he loves pussy. Apparently, you can't say that down here. I think a bit of the pillar just collapsed. I'm a little concerned now.
Well, everyone dies eventually, dead too.
I mean, we do, but I want to die like when I present my movie.
At the premiere.
Yeah.
Sounds like a publicity stunt.
I mean, would Tom Cruise kill himself at a premiere?
Would he? No,
He
but that's
hasn't.
because he's a weak asshole.
Exactly. We are the strong. We're the next generation. All right. Had enough of this shit.
Strong, independent woman. You don't need no screenplay.
None. Zero. That's why we spent all the budget getting there.
So, Baseless Meritocracy, see it this summer. It's just a couple of people buying plane tickets to Australia and then recording what they see with their phones.
I mean, yeah, thinking it's New Zealand. And don't forget about Asbestos Jones, dude. Or what was his name? Barnaby Asbestos? See, that's the thing. He's a very fluid character.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't only change his genders, names. You know what? I'm just going to call them they now. Because they changed. See, that's the biggest thing about this movie is how interactive it is. Because, like, it doesn't...
It's great to determine the main character's pronouns after the movie's been filmed.
Well, you see, that's just it. You can do it. We did it during the filming. We do it after the filming. Because, like, what he is in the movie or what they are in the movie, what she is in the movie, doesn't matter.
Yeah, what the movie is doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Because it changes all the time, dude. And that's what... I think that's a very interactive way to...
Come.
Come.
Yeah.
Spurt.
Yep. It's an interactive way to come.
Exactly.
Actually, that's what the movie's called now, an interactive way to come. See it this...
Just as fluid, just like socialist democracy.
Yeah. See it this summer on Twitter.
Fuck you, kid. It's a Netflix exclusive, bitch.
Wow, Netflix will produce anything these days. Hopefully they'll produce this show. This show being Deadass Radio. That's all the time we have today, guys. Let's all thank our host, me, but also our guest,
God bless.
Dead 2.
Remember, all in the East, baby. All in the East.
Wow, what a genius, what a masterpiece this movie is going to be. I'm so excited. Listen, guys, if you have any questions that you want me to ask Dead 2, my guest, in the coming episodes, email them to deadassradio@outlook.com. That's DEADASSRAD. Y'all know how to spell Deadass Radio. It's right in the title. Whether there will be another episode or not is... Whoo! But, yeah, go ahead.